when you listen to their voice, you go, no, this is so smooth. That's what voice is needed for. You need your voice to match your singing style, your rapping style, and at the end of the day, people will love listening to your record. You could have the best lyrics, you could be the best lyricist, right? But if you don't have the right voice escorting the lyrics, it's not going to be heard. If you up and coming artist, what I would urge you to do is to get yourself a voice coach or a voice trainer to take you through it. If you find yourself in a space where that is not common, that is not common, or they are but you can't afford it, then I would say find yourself in open space, very serene space where you're not going to disturb others, right? It could be the beach, it could be on the mountains, it could be in the forest. Go there and pick the voice, shout with it, sing with that voice, rap with that voice, or whatever you want to do, whatever you capable, do it with that voice. If you even want to talk to somebody, talk to the person with that voice or in that voice. Keep doing it over and over, and when you master that voice, any other person will want to hear you speak so they could hear that voice. That's what happened. Hi people, it's Dixon from Durian Studios. In this video, I'll be sharing with you something that makes artists easily identifiable. So if you like contents like this, subscribe to the channel for more videos, and also share so it could reach a lot more people. Okay, so now let's go straight into it. To start with it, let's look at voice, right? It's very powerful. Our voice is very powerful, or voices are very powerful, and one of the ways that you can identify people without even looking at them or without even seeing them is with their voice or with their voices, right? So as an artist, if you have a style, it could be a rapping style, it could be a singing style, you need a voice to go with it, right? If not, you could have the best of style, but your records are not going to be appealing to people. So that's the reason why you need a voice to match your style to a soul. So voice is one of the things that you have to work on if you want to be a superstar, or if you want to be a great artist. It could be rap, it could be singing, it could be raga, whatsoever. You need a voice to match with it. And I'm going to give you a few people that took that serious, and today their voice worth millions of dollars. Okay, so to start with, let's take Pop Smoke for instance. Pop Smoke, according to people, that wasn't his voice, right? According to people, that wasn't his voice growing up. But as he decided to be a rapper, he chose that voice and he trained it. Yeah, that's Pop Smoke. May his soul rest in peace. He chose that voice, and he worked on it, and see, his voice is so unique and powerful that when you hear the voice, you go crazy over the voice, right? So that's Pop Smoke. So when you take Snoop Dogg for instance, Snoop, just listen to Snoop's voice. You go, that voice is so smooth. Yeah. Do you think that was his voice? He worked on it. He worked on the voice to be able to get it sing or rap anytime he wants to. That is it. Snoop's voice wasn't the voice that he just woke up and don't train it and he got it. No. He has to train it. He has to train the voice. Alright, that's yeah. When you take Eminem for instance, he trained that voice. When you take 50 Cent for instance, he trained that voice. He's not going to tell you, oh, I just got this voice without knowing it and I got it. That wasn't the point. He trained it and he got it. Weezy, when you take Weezy for instance, Weezy got that voice, and that voice has become something that at the point in time, that voice, when you hear that voice, this record is a jam. When you hear that voice, this record is a jam. Yeah, that's what voice do. That's what, if you have the right voice matching your style, no, every other person is going to be dying for your voice, and that is the point. That's the point. When you take Akon you just take Akon for instance. How do you feel listening to Akon's record? You feel so like goosebumps all over your body. T-Pain. Those people, I'm mentioning the male artists because mostly people think the female artists, their voice is so, yeah, they also train their voice. How come all the females don't sound like Rihanna, don't sound like Beyonce, don't sound like Adele, don't sound like all those? That's not the case. You have to train it. But I'm not using the girls to make such point, because we know generally, or we know normally ladies have sweet voice, right? So that's why I'm not using them to build this point. I'm using the male to build this point. All right, John Legends, like Timberlake. Take these people for instance. When they're singing, when they listen to their voice, you're like, oh, this is so smooth. When they're rapping, when you listen to their voice, you go, no, this is so smooth. That's what voice is needed for. You need the voice to match your singing style, your rapping style, and at the end of the day, people will love listening to your record. You could have the best lyrics, you could be the best lyricist, right? But if you don't have the right voice escorting the lyrics, it's not going to be heard. You could be the best puncher when it comes to rap, but if your voice is not good, if the voice is not that powerful leading it, no one is going to listen to it. When I say powerful, I'm not talking of aggressive. I'm just talking clear and smooth. That's what I'm talking about. Clear and smooth. You could be hyper, there could be more energy behind the voice, but it should be clear and smooth. So you could be like, you could have the best lyrics, you could have the best song, but if the voice is not smooth to sing it or to rap it, no one is going to listen to it. If you're up and coming artist, what I would urge you to do is to get yourself a voice coach or a voice trainer to take you through it. If you find yourself in a space where that is not common, that is not common, or they are but you can't afford it, then I would say find yourself in open space, very serene space where you're not going to disturb others, right? It could be the beach, it could be on the mountains, it could be in the forest. Go there and pick the voice, shout with it, sing with that voice, rap with that voice, or whatever you want to do, whatever you capable, do it with that voice. If you even want to talk to somebody, talk to the person with that voice or in that voice. Keep doing it over and over, and when you master that voice, any other person will want to hear you speak so they could hear that voice. That's what happened. Yes. So if you understand it like that, you're actually going to get it clearly. The voice is powerful. Our voices are powerful, and if you don't understand the power of the voice, that's when you think, oh, okay, I just have to keep quiet. Trust me, you could have the best ideas when it comes to songwriting, right? But unless you write for people, because you could write same song and give it to someone who has a powerful voice, a smooth voice to sing it, and you also sing it yourself. Same song, right? Same lyrics should be written by you, or should be written by a different person, but same lyrics, everything given to both of you. That person's song is going to be heard. People will appreciate that person's songs than yours. Why? Because you don't have the voice. So most of the artists in the system right now, the singers, the rappers, people don't pay much attention to them, not because they are not good lyricists, they're not good punchers. No, that's not the point. They are, but because of the voice, because of their voice, it hasn't triggered people to even go listen to it. That's the point. Let Eminem sing. Let Eminem rap, right? Let Eminem rap with any other. It shouldn't be. There should be no punches. There should be nothing. People are still going to listen to it because, first of all, the voice alone is something that attracts people a lot. So people are going to listen to it. Probably they will finish listening to it and realize, no, this is not you. This song is not. This lyrics is not heavy like what we used to know you off or for. That's the point. But when you rap same thing, no one is. The moment they just hear the voice, they throw it away. They're gonna be like, no, yours could be so heavy in terms of punchlines and all wordplay and all of that, but they're not gonna listen to it. That's not because they don't like you. That's not because they hate you. It's because the voice you're singing with, the voice you're rapping with, it's actually not a voice that they could do anything with. So they're just gonna kick it somewhere. They're just gonna drop it somewhere. They're gonna nest it. They're not gonna put it on replay. That's happening to a lot of people. So if you're an up and coming artist, I'll tell you to work on that. Work on it before you hit the mainstream. Even if you work on it, it's gonna be easy for you to to hit out that. A lot of people are gonna appreciate your craft and all of that. Voice is very important. All right, that's one of the things that easily make people that's one of the things that makes you easily identifiable. So take it serious and get yourself a voice trainer, or like I said, go to the beach and train your voice, or go to the mountains and train your voice, or go to the forest and train your voice. Just find yourself in a space where you're not going to bother others, and pick a voice and train it. Do you think that's how Sean Paul was speaking as growing up? Do you think that was his voice? That can be his voice. But he decided to be a regularist, or he decided to be a dancehall artist, and he chose a voice and he trained that voice. And now see what we have. We have Sean Paul. And the moment he said his signature word, every other person know that's my man right there. Sometimes without even saying it, sometimes even mentioning the featured artist's name, people go, no, this record is a hit. How do you think they know that? Because they had the voice behind it. He trained his voice. Let me tell you this. I don't know if you're going to believe it or not, but Shaggy, Shaggy's voice is multi-million-dollar voice. That voice, but do you know how he got that voice? Shaggy got that voice as a result of mimicking a drill sergeant. A drill sergeant, if you don't know who a drill sergeant is, that's in the Marine, the one who always lead the parade. That's the drill sergeant. He wakes them up mostly, he wakes them up and then take them on, take them on the road and bring them to the parade, bring them to the parade and guide them or tell them what to do. That's the drill sergeant. And if you ever heard them, or if you ever hear them, you realize they yell a lot. They yell, or they speak so loud, right? Yeah, I might say yelling, but I don't know how you term it. However you term it, that's for you. Yeah, so he got his voice. Shaggy got his voice as a result of mimicking his drill sergeant. Yeah, Shaggy was a Marine. Yeah, Shaggy was a Marine. So yeah. So that's where he got the voice. And guess what? Today, that voice has become a multi-million-dollar voice. That voice is so expensive. When you hear that voice, this record is the jam. Yeah, when you hear that voice, no, this voice is this a serious voice. This voice is Shaggy's voice. You don't need to see the visuals you don't need to see the visuals to identify him. Now when we come to Africa, all the big artists from Africa, they have their own unique voices. And those voices are their strength. When you take Wizkid, or when you take Burna Boy from Nigeria, when you take Davido from Nigeria, when you take Kiss Daniel from Nigeria, when you take Two-Face, D'banj, Timaya, Nice, there's one guy, Nice. When you take African China, when you take a whole lot of people, when you take them, Terry G has some unique voice. When you take Terry G, for instance, the moment they start to speak, no, this is this person. Downfoot Drivers, yeah, they have Downfoot Drivers. They have some, they had, let's say half, yeah. When it comes to Ghana, and Diamond Platinum from East Africa and all of those, we have a lot of artists from Africa and who has unique voices. So I just can't mention everybody, so I'm just mentioning a few. And when it comes to Ghana, you take Sarkodie, for instance. Sarkodie has his own voice. Growing up, that wasn't his voice, but as he decided he wanted to be a rapper, he needed to choose a voice, and he chose that voice. And guess what? That voice is doing the magic as it stands. When you take Shatawale's voice is doing the magic for him. When you take Stonebwoy's voice is doing the magic for him. When Stonebwoy started to speak, every other person knows that's Stonebwoy. When Stonebwoy started to sing, every other person knows that's Stonebwoy. That's what you need. As an up-and-coming artist, you need that. You need to work on your voice. Pick yourself. Get yourself a style, or pick a style and pick a voice to go with it. You can't be the best rapper without a smooth voice that the rap could go with. You can't be the best singer without a smooth voice that you could sing with. When I say the smooth voice, I'm not talking about the feminine voice. I'm talking about that voice that could sing every other thing smoothly. That wouldn't be noise to people's ear or in people's ear. That's what I'm talking about. When you take Stonebwoy, for instance, he sings so well. He ragged so well. When you take Sarkodie, Manifest, all these people, EL, all these people, when they singing, Reggie Rastone, the grandpapa or Brafo, when you take all these people, when they are rapping, this rap, it's not only the lyrics. Trust me, as a singer, as a rapper, it's not only the lyrics which you need. As you're working on your lyricism, you work on your voice too. And one of the things that goes with it, or how it helps the most, is when you've been booked to play a show and it's live, people still enjoy your show because the same voice they hear on their stereos and playing it, same voice they hear when you're performing. Don't you love that? That's the point. That's the point that people always, that's the point, that's the reason that you have to work on your voice. If not, if you rely solely on softwares to smooth your voice, what you're going to get is, okay, so you hear the voice singing when you play the record, but when the person is performing is different. How do you think the listener is going to feel? They're not going to be, they're not going to be pleased with that. So work on your voice, pick a voice, so when you are rehearsing with it, you get it smoothly. When you are recording with it, you get it smoothly. And when you're performing with it, you get it smoothly. So even if you get to a point where you have to perform live, that's so simple for you. It's going to be easy because you just put things bend, you put the sound in, and you start singing. And it's just going to sound as smooth as, as the recorded version. That's what you need to do. And I'm telling you for a fact, when you work on all of this, you're going to be one of the best singers. You're going to be one of the best rappers. You're just going to be one of the best. That's why I mentioned all these people that I mentioned. That's why I mentioned them. So if you up and coming artists and you chance on this video, take your time and listen to all the artists, all the big artists that I mentioned. Take your time and listen to them and pick the correction or compare their voices. It's never the same. Their voices are never the same. Do you ask yourself why? Just imagine all the artists that I mentioned sound same. What do you think is going to happen? That's the point. So get yourself a voice, work on that voice, get it perfectly, and you just you're gonna yourself take it serious. What I said, take it serious and work on your voice, and you're gonna love it, because that's what you need. You need the voice to go with your rapping style, your singing style, just that's what you need. So work on it and pick it and take it serious and rehearse, train your voice, pick your voice and train the voice. If not, you could be good when it comes to lyrics. You could be the best storyteller. You could be the best love story writer, but no one is going to be interested in listening to your records. All right, they're not going to be interested in listening to you. But when you pick the right way, when you do the right thing, every other person is going to appreciate listening to you. They're going to appreciate it, and when they are listening to you, they can't nest it. They won't pause it. They'll put it on replay. And every artist likes it or will love it when their record is on the replay. So that's what I want to share with you. So take it serious and pick your voice, train your voice, because voice is really powerful. And if you have the right voice, trust me, you're gonna have the right, should I say record? I don't know about that, but just take it serious and do. When I say do as I say, that might sound rude, but take what I'm saying serious and work with it. If you're an up and coming artist, and you're not gonna regret it. Okay, join us in the comment section and tell us other artists that I didn't even mention, but also have a powerful voice and smooth voice. Join us in the comment section and list their names down, and then let's get interactive, okay? Because I'll be there to respond to comments and all of that. So it's the Rain Studio. Follow us on the rest of the social media platform, and also subscribe to the channel. Share so you can reach a lot more people. It's Dixon, and I'm out.